Les bon temps, they are roulant. Welcome back.
I like this loading screen, by the way, friends. I like that it loads in the city as it was. Alright, where were we? I think we just put in our bus lines on Greynoise Street Boulevard. And I think we'd done a cross connection up here because we'd done the Greynoise Grasshopper, we'd done the Hyde Street Hopper, and that should have some nice overlap and give some good transit options there. I think we need to do debating on having the Neufbaden-Neubaden connector. But see, this is bound to be a new center point as well at some point. Although I think the town fathers are going to have to redirect and not have Avenue Saint-Agathe. That was Swedish sounding there, wasn't it?
Pizza Saladland.
Avenue Saint-Agathe. I think it's going to actually need to connect over to Honshu Street, or maybe even Empire Street. Well, no, it's supposed to connect to Empire Street, but it goes that little tight lane there. So we may need to have the central train station come in here. Do we dare make the expenditure? We're doing 149 an hour, so that's some good solid turnout there. We can look at that. Let's look at that. I'm feeling a jam with this. I'm loving this. Hope you are too. Alright, it's saying my post is bad. Where's my postal service bad? Let's do a mailbox out here. I love how the post office is bad, or postal service is bad right next to the postal sorting facility. Just think that's just a delight to see that. Oh, we got a little one there. Do we have one over here? What do we got over here? Do we have a post office? What do we have? Do we have some mailbox? It's a mailbox over here, isn't it? Alright, we can put in a post office here now that this is burgeoning out into a bigger entity. Let's see. Japan, 10 vans, 4 vans. A little bit. It's a nice mid-step. Okay, we can go for that mid-step. I can support that mid-step. I'm gonna have it on. This will be. I'll have that be Korea Street. How's that? Perfect. And that will give some good coverage there. That should help with the mail coverage. Oh, look at that. Just efficiency at its finest. Okay. Where are we complaining about our... That's because you're trying to be travelers stuff. And that just doesn't work, friends. I just hate to tell you that. It just doesn't work. Okay. Train station time. Train station time.
Choo-choo trains? Really?
I kind of want to put it here because that's how it is in a lot of the cities. But this is a new city, so we don't have to do that. We could fit it over here. And I think that is what I need to do. I'm going to spend the development points. We've got the train already, so I don't need to spend development points. Huzzah! I need to build out the massive infrastructure outlay that is. That's one of my beefs, is like, you know, maybe have it be like limited until you build your own one, and then when you build your own rail yard, then you can have a more free amount of trains and such, because otherwise it's just frustrating to me. I need to have the rail yard be not right there though, so I'm gonna have to buy a tile.
Huge tracts of land.
I want to leave the forest alone somewhat. Comes down there. I don't want to have the rail yard in the middle of town. We don't really have rail out here by the nuclear plant. I don't want it by the river for the obvious reason of it being river. The forest is going to have to take the hit. So we put it there. All right. First off, let's get this rail yard built. Open for suggestions, open for ideas. If you have any insights about things to do, not do with rail yards, this is my second city where I've really focused in. Otherwise, I was just kind of plopping to get a feel for it like I would with SimCity back in the day. So if you have ideas or suggestions about these rail yards, I am open to hear them because I value the input. Alright, how's that? Let's get this road across. And then it'll fetch about not having the rails, and that's fine. We can fix that. These, we're going to go ahead and do a curvy-wurvy. That's the technical term. Let's see. Can I do a 90 without it losing its mind? I think I can. I think I can. Alright. And I'm not ready quite yet. Can it join there nicely? It can. Now, how horrible will all of these be to join? That one didn't join. There we go, that joins, but these others certainly won't. I can guarantee you cash money. We're going to do a cross here. Because there are all sorts of messy crossings in rail yards. You don't believe me? Go watch my friend Dava with the rail yard that has been under construction for the last several connections. It's all good. We were able to get cities back up and running, Clovis. So we are back in bon temps. We are trying to have some bon temps. But so far we're having some struggles with getting this train line to cooperate. Curse you and your sudden but inevitable betrayal, Mr. Trainline. Alright, that's going to be a little tight one, but we should be able to get it to... maybe? Nope. Can I do a crisscross and get it to join up nicer? No. That looked good, but it didn't join. You lied to me. Alright, one more time. Give it the old college try. Okay, see, there it says it's good. And it looks good. It's heinous, but that's okay. It's just the rail yard. Alright, we're buying that because I gotta connect the rail lines in there too. So let's get those rail lines connected and get out of this place. We'll deal with the headache that expanding this rail yard is going to be in a minute. And of course you didn't connect. Curse you and your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Did you connect there? You did. Thank you for your help today, sir. That one connects. Can we get you to connect? All right. You did not connect. You are a liar. Liar! I'm not a witch. I'm your wife, and I'm not even sure I want to be that anymore. And if you can name that movie, you and I are going to be besties, because I tell you what, that movie was seminal in my childhood. I watched it so much I had it memorized to the point that my wife's earliest recollection of knowing me is me quoting that almost verbatim for like 3 months straight whenever we had the chance to just be silly and sappy and quote it at each other. All right, we're gonna need some good rail for our industry. That will help matters there. But let's do our passenger rail because we can get rid of some of our taxi traffic. It is sans question that we will do a French train station because, you know, this is bon temps and the train stations must be, as you say, French. So let us build a new Rue de la Gare, but it will probably be like Pine Street or something. Cedar Street, close enough. Guess what? It isn't anymore. It is Rue de la Gare. Now I need to get these train lines connected in. Start with this one first. Let's do this one. And that one we can do this. Get you onto the thread. There you go. Let's get you connected across. It's going to put an end to Honshu Street being able to connect across, but they'll live. All right, train station. Now let's do a train line or two real quick. Passenger rail line, let's come in here. We're going to put it on the outer tracks because... are you going to be weird to me? You are. All right, there. Let's follow this rail line out to where are our connections? Our out-of-town connections. There's one over here. And this will just be our quick commuter track. And then we'll do another one off that same key. But this one will come over to this one. We'll do this one. Is there one over here that I missed somehow? There is. We got lots of connections on this map. Let's see. We need to have one more. Is there other connection on this side that I am somehow missing? No, because I don't think those... Is that tunnel? No, it just dead ends. Okay, that's all right. But it does come over to here. So let's get that connected in. And then I think we can have one feeding off the other station side. Go in the opposite direction. I could make them all one line and just have that one line go bipping back and forth between the two cities and my city, Bontemps. I may yet do that. I'm deciding. But in the meantime, I did not. So we're going to have one more. I think you can come to this one. Look at that, so many outside rail connections. That's impressive. But now we need to definitely have a bus line that does nothing but pick people up here and take them to central hubs. So we will go ahead, we will have a
Night bus.
pickup right here on the north end, and we'll actually have it go to a couple of different places here. Let's see, let's have one go over here to the downtown, and we will just have it come in. We'll have it do a drop off right here in the central hub, right there. And then we'll have it come down here. I need to buy this so I can connect them up. But we could actually have it go back along Boulevard de la République, which would actually be good. We could have another stop right here, because we want to guarantee that it's going the correct direction. Maybe another one over here, right here, just before the intersection. And then yet another one right. I would actually have it be right here, because we've got the St. Agathe ones and the other one from Neubaden, that could also stop at that stop. So let's do that. This gets people onto buses, moving around, so we'll go there, and then you can come down here to this one, and then I had you stop there. And this will get rid of taxis, which are the bane of my existence. Did I say that? Why, yes, I did. Alright, let's get these bus lines adjusted and have them also stopping and picking up here. You know, I should actually just do this. I think I will. Let's do that. Let's do a real bus stop here. You. Killdozer 9 million. Thank you. Alright, let's get these bus lines in, because these bus lines can definitely... Oh, really? You're going to be like that to me, huh, friend? Alright, fine. Be that way. I swear I'm missing one. Alright, where's my other one? I don't want to see anyone but bus line 7. There we go. So we're missing bus line 7 somehow. Where'd you go? That's right. You decided to not be there. So we will drag bus line 7, because we do want bus line 7 to swing through here. And that should facilitate great cross connections there. What are you complaining about? You say there are no vehicles available. I'm not understanding what the problem is. Well, where are the vehicles? I'm going to do this with my train lines then. We'll just have to have less train lines. Kill everything! Yes! Start fresh. Oh, goodness. Alright. Let's try that again. We'll go ahead, we'll do the longer routes. and we will have one connect here. There'll probably be a lot of changeovers at the station, if we're being honest. I wish they had a more grand train station connect through, honestly. I need to actually have that come out and connect to another locale first, because otherwise it's going to close the loop. Alright, so that should get that one going through there. Let's get you connected over to this one. And then let's get you connected over to this one. And then we'll connect you back to the station and we will draw you back together. No, you're supposed to. Causing me stress. Stress. There, thank you. Train line connecting this one? I do not. Do I have a train line connecting this one? I do not. So this one is going to have to come in and then back out. And that one's going to be messy because it's going to try to bypass the central train station, which we do not want. We want it to actually connect in through the central train station. So I'll turn these off because that was the third one I drew. Let's make sure that we can see it.
Thanks for being here today in Bon Temps. I hope you had a bon temps. I hope you come back so we can laisser les bon temps rouler next week. Bye.